So hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to configure storage for a data flow. And the reason for this is because you can then share a data flow without sharing workspaces. And this is something that you asked me, I showed you in a previous video how to share calendars in a data flow, and you asked me, is it possible to do it with workspaces? And I think this is the way to do it. So how about we get started? This is going to be tough work. So let's see how we configure storage for the data flow in Power BI. Okay, so first of all, log into Microsoft Azure in the portal. You have to be an admin. If you are not, you have to ask an admin to do this for you. If you are an admin, follow me along. So the first thing we need to do is create the data storage. Okay, so we go here, let's see, and the steps are a lot, so I have to follow the guide. So data storage, wait a second, storage account is called, storage account. Create. And now subscription, resource group, the name Power BI for data flows. Now, when it comes to the location, it has to be in the same place that your tenant is. So where is your tenant? You go to Power BI. You go to the question mark about Power BI, and then here you'll see North Europe, Ireland for me. That means that I have to pick North Europe in here. West Europe, North Europe. There you go. Standard performance. It says make sure you pick storage V2. And it says also make sure, I will link the guide down below. It says also make sure you pick read access geo-redundant storage. That's what we have in here. And then it says make sure you enable the hierarchy namespace feature. And for that you need to click here on advanced. So you go to advanced and then you click hierarchical namespace enabled. Okay. And then you go back to basics. Here is, if it is a cold or hot storage, it means that this is just an archive, or is this something that is going to be used? And in this case, it's calendar, so they're going to be used. So we pick hot. Review and create. So pay-as-you-go, resource manager. Obviously, you have to create this in the same tenant that you have your Power BI. It says here, the storage account must be created in the same tenant as Power BI. In the same region, we've done that. The account must have hierarchical namespace features enabled. We've done that. Power BI service must be granted a reader role on the storage account. That's what we're going to do now. So you need to grant a reader role, and for that use a built-in. So let's go. Here it says before you assign a role. To proceed, in the Azure portal, navigate to storage account and display the overview. Okay, so now that we have created the storage account, what we need to do is to give Power BI permission to access it, right? So this is what we're going to do. You click on the storage account you just created, and then on access control, you see here role assignments, and we're going to assign Power BI a reader role. So we're going to go here and then select the role. It's got to be reader. And here we are going to search for Power BI. And you have Power BI. Let's see. It says Power BI service should have the reader role. Allow at least 30 minutes for permission to propagate to Power BI from the portal. Anytime you change permission in the portal, 30 minutes will be needed again for changes to be reflected. I think it's going to take that much to create this, otherwise I'll pause and come back. Okay, so now we have Power BI service has reader access to the account. That's great, but now we need to create a file system for Power BI. So it says, you must create a file system called Power BI before your storage account can be added to Power BI. There are many ways to create a file system using Databricks, HD Insights, Azure Data Explorer. This section shows you a straightforward way to create using Azure Storage Explorer. So if I click on that, it'll take me, there's a link. I'll show you that afterwards. It will take you here. And then there is a download. So I've already downloaded, but I haven't installed it yet. So we're going to click on the download file there. Yes. I accept. For sure. Setup will create program shortcuts. Sure. And now it's installing this file explorer that is needed for Power BI to be able to access the files in the storage account. Okay, just install. Let's finish this and start creating first the file system, right? So Microsoft Azure Storage Explorer is loading. Okay, so now I managed to actually authenticate myself. So now I can see the storage account that I've created previously. So what it says here is locate the storage account, right-click blob containers there, and then it says create a blob container. So let's do that. And it has to be called Power BI like that, okay? So press enter when you are done. And then in the next section, you grant Power BI family of services full access to this file system that we just created. So, okay, so now what we need to do is to give Power BI access to this file system. To do that, we're going to go to Azure Active Directory and Enterprise Applications, search Power BI, and I do not have Premium in this tenant. So you should be able to see Power BI Service, Premium, and Power BI Power Query Online, which is the dataflow. I will only be able to show you how to do it with this Power BI Service. So what you do here is you go back here, Power BI, Manage Access, and then you enter the object ID for Power BI Service in there, and you grant full access to it, okay? And then for the other, you grant execute like this. And then you need to do the same for Power BI Premium and Power Query Online. I don't have them here, so I don't know how to show you, but it is in there, basically. And once you've done that, we go back to Power BI in here. And then you go to admin portal, dataflow settings, connect your dataflow storage. Here you need to have your subscription ID for the Azure dataflow. Let's see if we can find it. We go back here. Subscription ID, we have it here. So we go in there. Resource group name, Tech Days, I think it was called. I'm sure it was called Tech Days. And then your storage account name, which is, oh, there you have it, Tech Days. And then this is the storage account name. So as you can see, I cannot click on continue, but probably it's because the permissions have not yet propagated. So what we're going to do, I'm going to wait a little. And if this starts working again, I'll show you. Okay, so I'll see you again, hopefully in a while. Otherwise, there won't be a video published. Anyhow, see you soon. Bye. Okay, so now some time has passed. Let's see if we can actually connect to this thing. Again, subscription ID, we go to our storage account. We have it here. Go in there. We put the resource name in there. Put it in there. and then the storage account name, which is this one. Go in there, and yeah. Okay, now continue. So as you can see, we are back in business. We have your Azure Data Lake storage account is connected to Power BI, and it says allow workspace admins to assign workspace to this stage. And you say, okay, allow. Please note, any deletion of content or closure of the Azure Data Lake will cause irreversible data loss. So whatever you put in there, be careful before you delete it, obviously. Removing permissions set by Power BI in your storage account might cause your data flows to stop working, and it's recommended that you activate auditing for your data flow to your data lake account. Now, here's the thing. We have now gave the possibility to a workspace to send data to the account. So let's go here, workspace, you go calendars. You know, we created this calendar. Go to the video. It will pop it here and down below how to share calendars with your organization. So if we go here now to workspace settings, there should be a storage preview. Oh, I have to recreate the data flow to be able to activate this. Should we do it? Okay, let's do it. Delete all data flows. Come on. Data flow, this is my calendar. I have to delete it. So let's activate now the storage preview. I learned by... yeah, you have to wait a little bit before that thing activates the save button, you see? Or maybe it's like toggle things. It just didn't activate it for me, and I thought I was doing something wrong. So just wait or toggle so it refreshes. What a video, right? Okay, so this is what we've done. We've created an Azure Data Lake for data flows. We've given Power BI permission to access that data storage. We've created a file system. We've given Power BI access to that data system. Then we connected the data storage with Power BI. Then we gave a workflow or workspace in Power BI access to the data storage. So when a data flow is running, it will store data on the data storage. And now you can start using them. It's been a lot of clicks, isn't it? Okay. Now, one last thing. You might think, okay, now I gave an workspace access to my data storage, so whoever have access to the workspace will have access to the data flow and the data storage. And unfortunately, the answer is no, no way. You have to give access to your data storage in Azure, which is a pain, is a magnificent pain. I'm hoping that they will fix it. It's in beta, so probably they will. But as for now, you'll have to manage access in both places, both in the workspace and in the data storage. But yeah, let me know if you want a video about how to manage the rest, and as soon as I can, I will do it. So hopefully this was useful. I haven't found a lot of information on this, so I'm hoping that it will get you started quicker than it did for me. Okay, so this is all for today. I will see you again on Friday. Until then, take care and bye-bye.